Hey there, Clashers, welcome back, and we are finally going to start talking about Town Hall 8 in this Let's Play series. So, I just finished up the Town Hall 8 upgrade a little bit ago, and I haven't done anything else with it. You can see I've actually still got a bunch of loot left over, and that was from the Season Pass. I actually had that for last season. I haven't done anything with any of that loot, and it's been like a week already. But we're going to take a look at what things you should work on upgrading first, what should be your priority, and then we're also going to take a look at this boat finally. So let's get into it. So first things first, let's see what you should buy out of the shop first. So we have a bunch of things ready to go. You can get another Dark Barracks. You can get the Dark Spell Factory. I would get that first, so let's go ahead and get that thing going. So Dark Spell Factory. And then we have some defenses. Of course, we have a bunch of new walls we can do. That's the majority of it there. And then we do have the new bomb tower, so that's probably one of the first defenses I would go ahead and drop. We'll drop that, and then we're not going to worry about any others at the moment. We do want to work on offense first. Let's see what else we have over here that's new. We have some traps. So we have some giant bombs. The skeleton traps are new. I recommend building those first out of the traps, and then you can work on the other stuff there. So that's all the new stuff. Luckily for Town Hall, from Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 8, you don't have any new army camps and you don't have to upgrade any new army camps. So your troop capacity is already at max. I do believe you can upgrade your spell factory, so that's one of the first things. No, you cannot upgrade the spell factory. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So don't worry about that. You can't do anything with that. I would get the dark spell factory upgraded. I believe you get the quake spell and the poison spell for Town Hall 8. Although I could be wrong again, but I'm pretty sure you get the quake. So really what you want to focus on for early Town Hall 8, get your king up. He's going to go from from level 5 to level 10. Of course, that's going to be a little bit of a grind. We do have enough to go ahead and take him to level 6, so we're going to start that right away. The other thing is the lab and the barracks. So you do want to start getting your barracks upgraded. You can unlock the P.E.K.K.A. and then I believe, let's see. So yeah, you'll unlock the P.E.K.K.A. and stop there for the regular barracks. And then for the dark barracks, you can upgrade to get the Valkyries and the golems. So you do want to get the golems unlocked as quickly as you can. Let's see, let's go ahead and get started on that. So we're going to get the Valkyries done. And then once that's done, we'll just go ahead and get it upgrading one more time. In the laboratory, you want to get your whatever troops you're going to be farming with early on, get that upgraded first. You actually have to upgrade the laboratory first. So that's going to be a big thing you want to get done early on as well, of course. And once it's upgraded, focus on what troops you're going to farm with. So you want to decide what you're going to farm with. You can farm with dragons early on if you want to, but I think going back to goblins or barbarians and archers is probably the better option. We will do a little bit of farming with that maybe before we wrap up this video. If not, I'll try and do it on a live stream soon. But whatever your farming troop is, get that upgraded, and then once that's upgraded, focus on getting your war troops upgraded. So you want to get your hogs maxed out. Once you get golems unlocked, you want to max them out, and then get the wizards maxed out as well, because the best army you're going to have for war is the hog riders. But if you want to focus on dragons instead, of course you can get the dragons maxed out, and then just get the rage spell maxed out. As far as spells go, if you want to do hog rider focus first, which I highly recommend, get the heal spell maxed out first before you move on to the rage. And then I wouldn't even bother with the lightning until you have nothing else to upgrade. But that's that for the priority that I recommend on that. And then we should be able to move through Town Hall 8 fairly quickly. So we're going to get these things going. Once your king is done, once you got your war army, it really doesn't matter what you upgrade. You can do whatever's easiest for you. Just work towards getting to Town Hall 9. Usually what I do once my war army or war armies are maxed out and good to go, I just work on other things that I might throw into an army, or I work on another option for farming troops. So that's something you can do. Now let's go ahead and get this boat rebuilt. I don't have any builders, so we will be back in just a minute. Okay, here we go. I don't know why we need a builder available to unlock the boat, but there it is, and we will get it unlocked. Of course, the boat takes us to the builder base. Let's go ahead and we're going to skip past the animations here. Okay, so we finally got through the lengthy introduction on the builder base, and here we are. And players are pretty well split on this. I think the overall opinion so far has been somewhat negative on the builder base, but no matter what your position is on the builder base, every player can take advantage of this and help out with their day-to-day clashing adventure. So, how can the builder base be useful to everybody? Well, first of all, you have a whole bunch of new obstacles that you can remove for gems, so we can do that. You actually have to be Builder Hall 3, whatever. But you will be able to remove those gems. The other thing for gems is you have a gem mine. You can get that thing built, max it out, and then you'll have a couple of extra gems here and there to spend. The other things that the builder base is extremely helpful with is, first of all, you've got this gold pass challenge thing going here. And whether you're only using the silver pass or the gold pass, you're always going to have a bunch of builder base challenges, so they can help you move along in the progress on this a lot faster. The other thing is clan games, especially for those of you who are playing in Legends League. Now, I know talking about Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8 stuff, and then I'm getting a little ahead of myself on the Legends League, but that is a thing that is definitely overlooked. So if you're in Legends League and you're doing clan games, it's really difficult to actually do the clan game when you only have 8 attacks to do in the day. So you can do the clan games that are focused on the builder base, and that actually helps you get them done a lot faster. Even if you're not in Legends, I find that doing the builder base challenges for clan games helps you move through the clan games a lot faster, especially now that they removed the troop training time. So you don't actually have to train your armies anymore. That makes the clan games go even faster with builder base. So I don't have a whole lot to say about builder base, especially for starting off. One piece of advice I would give for people who are starting out, if you want to win more of your early attacks, just take this wall and connect it here, and that will give you a ever so slight edge on your very early on opponents, because nobody else does this, and what you get is a lot of 100% ties. Of course, they've thrown the time tiebreaker in there too, so that's probably not quite as common as it was, but just connecting those walls makes your attack, or makes your defenses just a little bit better, to the point where you can start winning your attacks when you're first starting out. The other thing I would advise for builder base, especially if you're not really that interested in it, is to just rush it along as quickly as you can. Get up to Builder Hall 9, and then what you want to do is focus on what you're going to need for your auto hut. And I have a video, if you want to go back and look at it. I'll actually post it down in the description below if you want to take a look at that. And it's getting the 6th builder for your main base. So what you want to focus on is getting the cannon cart maxed out and getting your builder hero maxed out. Let's see, I believe the giant Tesla is another thing to max out. And then you have to do the special upgrades over here on the main base. They don't really help you out at all, but the requirements for getting that 6th builder, so like the double cannon and that archer that goes up and down, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's what I recommend for the builder base. Now I know I said something earlier about doing some farming raids, but I'm actually not going to bother. It's exactly the same as it had been before. Just use your goblins or your barbarians or archers, or even if you want to go the route with dragons, you can do that. You can farm up your dark elixir, and then once you're done with dark elixir, switch back. You can actually use dark elixir heavy armies, like a lot of minions, or even practice some hogs, run some valkyries to farm up your elixir stuff. So those are the kinds of things you can do with the farming for Town Hall 8. But things aren't really different enough right now that I'm not going to bother too much with doing the demonstrations. I don't think the attacks are all that interesting either, so we're not going to bother with that. So before I wrap up this video, and we will get into Town Hall 8 a lot more after this video, but for today I am going to share 2 war bases for Town Hall 8, and these are actually some bases I've run myself, I would say a little while back. They're still good bases though, and this was pretty much at the end of the Town Hall 8 meta, so the meta is still the same now as it was back then. So let's take a look at these bases. So this is the first war base I'm going to share. I built this one myself a while back, trying to aim for that anti-dragon kind of deal. It worked pretty well. I did run it in a couple of League Wars back when we still ran Town Hall 8s in League Wars, and it held up fairly well. And then here we actually have an anti 3-star Town Hall 8 base. Now I'm sharing this one because I did like it a lot. And you see the Town Hall is on the outside, and for those of you who aren't familiar with anti-3-star bases, that might seem a bit absurd, giving away that first star for free. But the idea behind the anti-3 is, yes, you're giving up the 2 stars fairly easily, you're expecting your opponent to get it, but you're making that 3rd star a lot more difficult to obtain. And this one was actually built by one of my clanmates, and we ran it quite a bit, and it worked out pretty well, so hopefully it works out for you guys just as well. So that is going to be a wrap for this video, getting started with Town Hall 8. Over the next few days, be on the lookout for some war attack videos for Town Hall 8, and then I'm not sure what else we might show before we move up to Town Hall 9. If there's anything you want to see for this series, especially for the Town Hall 8 portion right now, let me know down in the comments below, and I will make sure I cover it before we move up to Town Hall 9. I am looking to do that fairly quickly, so we won't spend a whole lot more time down here at Town Hall 8. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more, please click that subscribe button. I do appreciate your support. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.